guys, it's me, Nikki. Hello guys, and welcome to this beautiful Thursday. Before we get started, I'm back, bitches. The quarantine rules in the Netherlands got loosened a little bit, so hair salons, nail salons, massage salons opened back up again, and you know, your girl had to get back to her final form. I'm back! And that's not the only thing that's returning to this channel today, because today I am reviewing something that just got launched. It's an exclusive, I think I'm the first one to review it for you. Lady Gaga and her House Laboratories are launching a brand new eyeshadow palette. A couple of months ago, I filmed with the queen herself, Lady Gaga, and she showed off her first eyeshadow palette in that video. Right here.
Glam room number 1.
Yes.
What this means is that there is going to be glam room 2, 3, 4, 5. This palette is inspired by my initial relationship with makeup and fame.
So it is beyond an honor to bring the lady back to the channel. Please welcome Lady Gaga. No. A couple of hours ago, she revealed that she's coming out with the Stupid Love eyeshadow palette. Who's ready? Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a quick peek. Okay, if we slide away Gaga, this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. This is a completely different feel from what she did for the first one. We've got blue tones, warm tones, neutral colors, silver colors. So today I want to take the honors and be one of the first people online to showcase this palette for you. This is going to be a very honest review. Lady Gaga, I love her so much, but I gotta be honest with you. This palette got sent to me through PR. So today the brand new Lady Gaga House Laboratories Stupid Love eyeshadow palette is up for review. All right, so here we have her in all her glory. Stupid Love, of course, named by Lady Gaga's newest song off of her brand new album, Chromatica. Now, I went ahead and glued this photo of Gaga to the mirror part of this palette because I never really used the mirrors in a palette. And let's add Gaga to the party, okay? So this is what the palette looks like up close and personal. And it just reminds me of one thing when I filmed my video with Gaga. Of course, I tried to like drag all the juicy bits out of her and get the news. And in my video with her, she said that House Laboratories is a colorful place.
Let's just say House Laboratories is a colorful place.
See, that's all the confirmation I needed. Baby, the color has arrived. So as always, I wanna try as many colors of the palette as possible. So I'm gonna be doing two different eyes to see what these shades look like on the skin, how they apply, how they blend, just how they work. So I think for the first eye, which is gonna be my right, I wanna go in with the blues and the silvers because damn, mood. Oh my God, Rain on Me. Rain on Me is the song that she's gonna do with Ariana Grande. These shadows are called after her songs. My mind, it's a dark color. She is me, I am her. Of course, before we start off, we have to prime because not to prime is a crime. And today I'll be using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And let's get this party started, shall we? The first color I want to dip into, obviously, is this right here. This is a royal blue called Sign, or Sin with an E after it, so it's probably Sign. I don't know. Sin. Picking that color up and tapping it onto the outer corner of the eye, right here. Just stamping it onto that concealer base. Oh my God. Oh my Gaga. So we're just building this color up on that outer portion. Damn. Now we're gonna start diffusing that edge by using soft circular motions right at that edge to soften it. Blue is a hard shadow to make. Blue eyeshadows along with green and purple, and grays and blacks are very hard to apply and make them look smooth. And right now, this is blending so, like butter. I think a lot of people have been waiting for color from Gaga. I mean, when you think of Lady Gaga, you think, oh my God, colorful, craziness, drama, extreme. And she was giving us a lot of beautiful glam moments, but we were like, where's Gaga? Where's the color? And I feel like with this palette, they're finally dipping their toes into Gaga. Next to it on the lid, I want to go in with this color called Enigma. And I'm just gonna start stamping this. Ooh, I'm just gonna start stamping this right next to it on the lid, brushing upwards into that crease. That is a blue. Okay, there's a little bit of fallout happening on my cheek. Can you see it? It's minimal, but it's there, and especially with blue. You wanna make sure that you get rid of it immediately because once you smear it out on the skin, you're gonna have blue all over and it's done. Now for this little corner right here that we haven't touched yet, this silver free woman. Honey, come to mama. That is going right here on that inner portion that we haven't done anything with yet. Okay, again, fallout. Okay, this one has some serious fallout. I expected this to be like a crazy chrome silver, but it's actually more of like a gunmetal shiny silver. It's not as crazy pigmented as I thought it would be, and there's quite a bit of fallout, Miss Gaga. I'm kind of missing something here. Like, I expected that to like beam my eyes out. It's not really doing that, so how can we do that? All right, I'm not that impressed by Free Woman. Okay, it's leaving me wanting more, so it's not really satisfying me in that way. This color, Alice, looks stunning, so I'm wondering if that would spark even more. Now, I already have Free Woman on, so it lost that stickiness of the concealer. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of extra primer to get that stickiness back on and act like Free Woman never happened. Is that pretty? Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, now that is what I thought Free Woman would do to me. Now, if there's one thing I'm noticing so far in general, there's lots of fallout with these shades. More than I expected. And when there's lots of fallout, of course, the shades themselves are super pigmented because they're not pressed as hard. Let's say, okay, so when you're making an eyeshadow, the harder you press it in the pan, the less pigment comes off of it. So when they're very crumbly, like very fallouty, they will usually have a lot of pigment. This shade called Alice is the shit. That is such a unique color. I love it. Now again, fallout, let's get rid of it. Okay, now I want to add a little bit of definition to that inner portion here to make my nose appear smaller. And we're gonna go in with this pinky shade called Plastic Doll. Haha, that's me. You know the drill, that little inner, the front of the brow, the little, oh, that is so much more pink than I was expecting. Plastic Doll's pink. In the pan, it looks like a cutesy light pink, but on the skin, it becomes like this old vintage rose, like old vintage pink. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of living for it. I mean, I like, I like that. Ooh, yes, come through trans colors. Let's move on to the lower lash line, shall we? I want to go in, first of all, with this color here called Replay. Oh, okay, Miss Gaga is giving us plot twists. Okay, now I'm taking this color. This is called Peace. Holy crackers. Holy shaboli. Oh my God, hi. That is a color. That is like a seafoam green. I love it. Ooh, I'm gonna smoke that out more. That is giving me a vibe. That is a unique color. I'm gonna quickly beam up that inner corner using the white called 911. Oh, she said, you want white? Here you go. You get some white. That is super pigmented. Holy shit. Okay guys, the first eye is done and we're living for this trans-inspired blue smoky eye with a beautiful color on the lid, smoked out lower lash line. I added my lashes and so far, we good. Now we're moving on to this eye. Ooh, I need some primer. That creasing gross. For this eye, I want to kind of apply the same shape as I did here because in the end, hopefully it'll match, just different colors. So the first color I want to dive into is I'm on the deep end. Watch as I dive into Stupid Love. This is called Stupid Love. That is a stunning brown. Placing it on the outer portion again, just like we did on the other side. Oh, oh, there's red in there. This is like a burgundy, it's like a deep reddish burgundy brown. This color, you guys, is giving it to me. This is such a stunning way of making a brown shade a bit more unique. By adding that drop of purple and red, it just, it's a beautiful burgundy color, it's stunning. For the lid, I would then like to go into this coppery shade here called Sour Candy. Okay, it's a builder. It needs a little bit of love getting applied. I feel like this is best applied in thin layers to get the maximum beauty of it. You know, some shadows are stunning, but they need a little bit more love. I feel like a lot of people really give up on a shade very quickly as soon as they find out that you have to build it up and build it up to make it work. But trust the process, because once you build it up and it's on there, it's gonna be so worth it. So I'm taking that shade and also really using it to define that crease even more. So don't be afraid to take it up and to make that bitch known. Now for that inner portion here on the other eye, we applied Stupid Love here, and here I wanna go in with that orange called Enemy. Oh my God, do you see how much that brush is picking up, how bright it is? Okay, I think this is gonna go in with a bang. So I'm just lightly starting to diffuse it onto the front of the brow to get that orange on. Ooh, thank God. When you apply it softly, it again builds up super nicely. It's not like bam, orange. Okay, so you make sure that you tap off and then apply. Ooh, and there it was. Oh my God, it's so bright. Now let's move on to the lower lash line, shall we? For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with My Mind, the dark grayish brown. Oh, hello. My mind is coming through. Holy crap, that's dark. Okay, okay, I didn't think we were gonna be that smoky today on this side, but okay. Then I wanna go in with a little bit of Babylon, this beautiful dark bronze copper, and continue on that lower lash line. So far, Babylon is the only shimmer with not as much fallout on the skin and in the pan. I feel like all the other shimmers I've dipped into are either a builder or have a lot of fallout, and this one is like, oh, no, I'm here, hi. Okay, and now I'm gonna take a bit of Enemy, that orange, to smoke underneath. Because we went all the way down with this blue here, so we're gonna go all the way down with this orange here as well. Okay, I feel like now that that lower lash line is so smoky, we can add a bit more of that orange here for a pop of color. Yes! I had the feeling and the feeling was right. And then on the inner corner, we have Light Up, which looks like 911, but shimmery. Oh, it has the tiniest bit of pink reflection. It is a shimmery white, but like when you turn it a little bit, it has the softest pink sheen to it. So it's a nice duochrome. Ooh, I'm gonna add a little bit more of 911 to this inner corner as well, because this white is swooping me off my feet and taking me on a journey. Okay, I think that is it for the shadows. The only colors I didn't go in with were Motion, this black, because black eyeshadows scare me, Rain on Me, and I believe that's it. Oh, and 1,000 Doves. That's it. All the other colors are used. Oh, okay, this is the final look using the Stupid Love eyeshadow palette by Lady Gaga's House Laboratories. Okay, what do I think? I pretty much used every single shadow in this palette with an exception for like 3 of them, and I have some thoughts. First of all, I would like to say that I love this packaging so much more than the first palette Lady Gaga and her house came out with. Of course, this is bigger and it has more shades, but I just feel like it's more House Labs, to be honest. When I first saw the color story for this palette, I was really excited because I felt like finally they're dipping their toes into color. There's a lot of blue going on with cool tones and silver tones, and we have those pops of neutrals and pinks and oranges. I think it's a very fun, playful palette, but there are a couple of concerns when it comes to the consistency. The theme of this video, fallout. There is a lot of fallout with this palette, and one way to work with that is to do your eyes first and foundation later, so you don't have to worry about fallout or mess with the fallout. You just do your eyes, and after you're done with your eyes, you wipe all the fallout away, do your base, and you're golden. Now, I'm the type of artist where I always do my base first, so luckily it wasn't the type of fallout that you couldn't even like swoop away. Sometimes fallout is so intense that it just sticks to the cheeks. This luckily enough didn't do it. There was also fallout in the pan. So what that tells me, like I mentioned before, they press these shadows a little softer so there's more pigment, but there is a lot of fallout. I think the star of the palette, weirdly enough, is the white. It is so bright, it is so intense, it doesn't fade. It is a stunner of a color. I think I'm most disappointed by the silver, because in the pan you're like, oh my God, chrome silver, come to me. And then once you apply it, it's like, that's not chrome. This palette retails for $48 and you get 18 shades. Yes, 18, yeah. Is this my favorite palette ever? Sadly enough, no. But I do think that creativity-wise and packaging-wise and just overall feeling-wise, they've taken a step forward from the previous launch. The previous launch was beautiful, but safe. Other than that, if you like this color scheme, if you love Gaga, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this palette. And that's pretty much it. Definitely sign off in the comments down below what you think of this palette. Do you think it's worth the $48? And which side do you prefer? I'm gonna go with, you're not gonna believe this one, the blue. Today's Dutch word of the day, thank you so much for commenting on my last video, is gonna be a little bit of a sentence. We're gonna be doing stupid love. Stomme liefde. Stom me lief. I am wearing the Stomme Liefde palette on my eyes. As always, if you want to get featured in my next video and maybe see your face pop up, all you have to do is comment the Dutch sentence of the day down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this fresh review a couple of hours after the announcement, and definitely let me know what you think. I hope I get to see you on the next one.